Hello again, it's Jerry D in Tennessee. Jerry D in East Tennessee. If you're in E-Trade like I am, and maybe if some of the other brokerages are doing the same thing, but I'm sure they will be if they haven't. I received an email today, and there's some changes coming to the OTC. Looks like the SEC is locking down a tighter grip on the OTC market. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit, about what that means. All right, so updated SEC rules for the over-the-counter securities. New rules will affect your ability to buy and sell pink, no information securities, including at E-Trade. So on September 28th, 2021, new requirements take effect that will impact the market for and value of certain over-the-counter OTC securities you currently hold or have held in the past. The new rules apply to pink, no information OTC securities of companies that fail to publicly report and keep current information and other company information, and will restrict the ability of U.S. brokers like E-Trade from making these products generally available. In other words, they're going to halt the stocks if they're not current. If they're not current, they're not releasing information publicly. They're not being transparent. The SEC is requiring all the brokerages to halt all trading on the OTC if it's not current. Is what's going on here. Some background on the new requirements. Securities and Exchange Commission recently adopted amendments to the SEC Rule 15C2-11 governing the submission and publication of OTC quotations. These amendments will prohibit broker-dealers from submitting or publicly disseminating bid-ask quotations for OTC securities of issuers that do not meet enhanced information filing requirements. That means they didn't file. They're not filing timely. So you will not be able to buy or sell. The brokerage will tell you that you can sell your securities, but if none of the brokerages are letting anybody buy the stock, how are you going to sell it if there's nobody out there to buy it? You can't. So they have to become current. They have to become current, go OTC pink, and then you can trade again. Once they do that, you can trade again. So what these changes mean for you. Let's read on. Starting September 28th, 2021. Now, remember this date, September 28th, 2021. You will no longer be able to buy or sell pink, no information OTC securities through E-Trade. Other restrictions related to the purchase of these securities may apply sooner. Please keep in mind that the upcoming changes will negatively affect the value of any pink, no information OTC securities you hold now or in the future. So they give you a couple of links, and I'll put these links in the description. So SEC.gov, this is not new, okay? So a year ago, it's not quite a year. It's not quite been a year. September 16th, 2020. They start talking about this. The Securities Exchange Commission today adopted amendments to Exchange Act Rule 15C2-11, an important component of the over-the-counter market regulatory structure. The amendments are designed to modernize the rule, which was last substantially amended nearly 30 years ago. So they've not changed this rule in a long time, including to recognize advances in communications technologies. The amended rule enhances disclosure and investor protection in the OTC market by ensuring that broker-dealers in their role as professional gatekeepers to the market, do not publish quotations for an insider security when current issuer information is not publicly available, subject to certain exceptions. So what they're doing is their intention. Let's put it that way. I'll word it that way. The intention of this is to protect the retail buyer or investor from pumpers pumping shell stocks that are just garbage. They're weeding out the garbage is what they're going to do. They're going to weed out the garbage is the intention, to prevent people from getting stuck into the securities. And these retail investor-focused improvements to the rule are long overdue, said the SEC Chairman Jay Clayton. The technological advancements that have taken place since the rule was last amended enabled us to require that information in the OTC market be more timely, enabling investors to make better informed investment decisions. The reducing fraud in these markets where retail presence is significant, and unfortunately pump and dump and other frauds are too common. So this is how they're going to try to put the brakes on pump and dump schemes that's going down in Twitter. Because people will go out on Twitter and they will claim, oh, this stock's going to $25 next week, or this, it'll be this will be $10 by the end of the week, or stuff like that. A lot of that does go on Twitter. These people do not know. They do not know what the price is going to be, because you don't know, and I've said it once and I'll say it again, you don't know until the investors start buying and selling into the stock what the price is going to be. You can't predict that. You don't know. If the volume's up, then yeah, the price is probably going to go up, or it can significantly drop in price, and it will drop very quickly. If it spikes really fast, it can drop just as fast or faster in price. So the SEC is putting these restrictions in place to protect the investor. There was some more information here. What was I going to point out? There's something about 9 months. So they were going to release this, and I don't see it. Here it is. What's next? All right. I think this is what I'm looking for. This paragraph right here. Well, I didn't want to highlight all this above, but it wants to highlight. Okay, what's next? The rule will become effective 60 days following publication of the amendments in the Federal Register. The rule will have a general compliance date that is 9 months. Remember that, 9 months after the effective date, and as well as compliance date that is 2 years after the effective date, as well as a compliance date that is 2 years after the effective date regarding provisions to require the issuer's financial information for the last 2 fiscal years to be current and publicly available. So that sounds like they're going to give the OTC stocks 2 years to get caught up. I'm wondering if you don't get caught up in the last 2 fiscal years, if you don't get that caught up, well, it's compliance date that is 2 years after the effective date, after 2 years. So 2 years. So they have 2 years to catch up their paperwork, get their filing current. I'd say that if they're going to drop the stock's going to disappear. Is my guess, if it's a shell. What that means to stockholders, I have no idea. You may just have lost your money. If the stock dies, it's dead, nobody's trading it, you can't buy and sell, you're stuck in it. If they drop it, I don't know. I really don't know exactly what that means, but that's what it sounds like to me. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong, because they're really hurting a retail investor when they do that. Just lock up the stock and force the company to go public or go current. Current's what I meant. I said public, but I meant go current. So, okay, so remember, it says the rule, let's see, 9 months. Okay, 9 months. So when the rule went into the effect, okay, the publication date was 10/27/2020, but the effective date, and remember, that's what it said in the previous page, the effective date was 12/28/2020. So that's why September 28, 9 months after this date, is when this goes into effect, and that's this coming month, okay, 2021. They made this a law, or made it a rule over the OTCs, December 28th, 2020. I saw something about this, and I kind of brushed it off because I did not realize what it was meaning, and I probably should have jumped on this. And I wasn't doing videos that regularly at that point anyway, but I wish I'd looked at it sooner. I would have looked at some stuff a little closer. But you've got about a month, and they're going to freeze. If you're in any OTC that's not current, it's got a stop sign pretty much, or skull and crossbones. They've already passed it for the skull and crossbones and made that, froze all of those. So you can't trade skull and crossbones. But now the stop sign stocks are getting restricted. These are the ones that are not current are the ones with the stop signs. And probably the yields. I would expect the yields. I think the yields are the ones that's trying to go current, that's trying to file the paperwork, and they're making an effort, I think is what happened with the yields. But the stop signs definitely are going to get froze, and you're not going to buy and sell. You can't buy any more into the position. You're not going to be able to get out of the position until they go current, because nobody's going to be able to buy it. So who are you going to sell your stock to? You can't. You're not going to, unless the hedge funds go in, and they're not going to pay you. They're going to drop the price, is what the hedge funds are going to do, because they're into just buying it cheap, and then they're going to turn around and try to make money on it. So this is what, if anybody that's in E-Trade, they got this email today. This is May 19th, 2021. So, and I trade through E-Trade. So if you're in E-Trade and you receive the same email, this is what it means. They're locking down. If the stocks are not current, they're going to lock them down. They're stopping pump and dumps on shell stocks that are trash stocks that nobody is reporting on. The ticker's just out there. The company either has gone belly up and just closed its doors at one time, or they were going to start the company and they never progressed anywhere past. Maybe they sold stock or got it into the stock market. They made their money. The company never went anywhere, and the stock ticker is just sitting there dead, nothing, and nobody's filed anything for years. It's just listed, and they're not current. So, and that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's the straight, that's just a reality of what's going on. Why they're doing this is to protect the retail investor from pump and dumps. They're trying to stop pump and dumps, or try to make it harder for pump and dumps to occur. If somebody's current on the stock, I'm sure the people that's pumping these shell stocks are going to move on to real company stocks and probably going to pump those too. So they're probably not going to completely get rid of pump and dump situations, but they're going to make it harder to. For some of these pumpers to pump the stocks. So they're cutting down. They're weeding out the junk stocks, and they really just want real company stocks to be listed. They're trying to weed out all the garbage, and they're going to get down to the real companies that really are serious about being in the stock market. And I would imagine this will push some of the penny stock companies. You're going to see some penny stock companies become real stocks after this. I have a feeling, because the focus is going to be off of the it's going to be off the junk stocks, because you're not going to be able to trade the stocks. So the focus is going to be on the real companies that diligently work in the next few months to get themselves current. They're going to be filing paperwork to get the company current so they don't get froze, and so people can continue the trade. And then I'm thinking they'll potentially, the junk stocks, the trash stocks, are going to get dropped from the list. I just have a feeling I didn't read where they were saying they were going to do that, but that 2 years that they're going to give you, I've got a feeling they're going to start dropping some tickers. If nobody's interested in filing on a ticker, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling they're going to start dropping some tickers. They're going to disappear off the list. They're freezing. They're preventing you from trading the ticker. And in 2 years, if that ticker does not become current, nobody files on it, they're probably going to drop it off the list. All the brokerages will drop it off the list after 2 years. It'd be my guess. But I could be wrong. But that's just the way I'm reading it. But that's why the email went out. That's why September 28th is an important date, because of this December 28th date, 2020. That's when this become effective. They've given them 9 months to enforce this rule. E-Trade just sent out the email that they are going to enforce this rule. The last day, September 28th, they will start enforcing this rule. There'll be a lot of penny stocks that's out there that's listed. You will not be able to buy, you will not be able to sell your stocks until they become current. At this point, it's going to be hard to get out of some of these stocks. So, I mean, if you're looking to get out of the stocks, I have a feeling with this news being out, as it gets out and more widely known, people's going to stay away from these stocks. And how do you tell if the stock is going to have a stop sign on it? If you go out to OTC markets, if you go out to our OTC markets, so there's CalPP. If you see CalP, Canal Capital, Canal Corp, Canal Capital, there's two of those as skull and crossbones. Those are already frozen. Okay, those stocks are dead. I've got $500 in this CalPP. It was being pushed on Twitter probably a little over a year ago, and I got stuck. The SEC froze this stock because it was being pumped. There's no current filings on this company. Nobody has filed in over a year past this. This company will probably disappear, and I've lost my $500. This one's COWI, Coralware Incorporated. Companies like this with this stop sign, this is just an example. With this stop sign, you get this a little dark and defunct because nobody's reported any financials. How long ago has it been? 2015, 12/31/2015. So 6 years since they've even reported. This stock's considered to the SEC as being dead. The company may still be alive. I'm not saying that the company's dead. The company may still be alive. It looks like they filed something on 2017. Let's see what this is. Information includes amendments. Does it tell me anything quick? Maybe they just tried to get current. Restated as follows for signing assertive investment online. Changing or influencing the control of the issues of the securities are not acquired and are not held in connection with the participant. Maybe they were filing saying that they are defunct. I don't know. I'm not really sure what this means. Nothing standing out that I see. Somebody who's watching the video might see it. And feel free to mention down below in the comments. I don't know. Common stock. Information be included. They're making amendments, but I'm not sure what. I don't know what Rule 13D-1C, I don't know what that is. Magnum Management LLC. Oh, well, I'm not going to spend any more time on that. That's not the purpose of the video. Anyway, this is just an example. This is what the stop sign stocks are, the ones that's going to be froze. You can't buy or sell after September 28th. From what I'm reading, if they're not current, this one they filed something in 2017. They did an 8K in 2017. So, yeah, 126, 2017. Again, I don't know what they were filing, but okay, they were going to file some information. And that's as far as it got. This is 2021, and they haven't filed anything else. They haven't released any financials. They're not being transparent to anybody holding any shares of this stock. So, and this is a company that has a focus on hydrogen carbon technologies, and they may be a real company that's actually doing business, but they have not had a focus on trying to keep themselves current in the stock market. They probably made their initial money when they had their initial offering to get some operating capital, just to get the business rolling. And then they've not went back and did anything to try to raise any more money. So they just kind of dropped the stock in reporting financials, maybe. So, but anyway, I'm not trying to be negative against that stock. I'm just saying this is what the SEC is going to be freezing, buying and selling. This is what this is all about. If you're not transparent, you don't have all your paperwork up to date, and you're OTC pink, then nobody's going to be buying and selling your stock. And that's all. That's just the reality of it. So anyway, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock advisor. I do appreciate you coming and checking out my video. I hope I explained this. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. I do feel this is pretty straightforward, what they are doing and why, and the time frame, and why the date of the 28th came into the play. The fact that it was 9 months after this was effective. And all the brokerages are going to be doing this, are going to be required to stop allowing trading of anything that is not OTC pink. This is the way I'm reading it. This is from what I understand. If I'm wrong, somebody comment in the bottom down in the comments, and you tell me why I'm wrong, or your thoughts on this. But the main purpose of this, from what I understand, is the focus is to reduce pump and dumps. It's out on the social media from hyping up stocks, especially shell stocks, and people to prevent the retail investor from getting stuck in a shell stock and you can't get out of it and losing your money. And that's the whole purpose of this. So Again, thank you for visiting my video. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. I will be coming out with more stock videos. I will be coming out with, I'm meant to come out with another crypto. I may come out with another crypto tomorrow. I have something in mind I know I want to talk about. But anyway, smash the bell and you will be notified when I come out with new videos. And I'd love for you to click the like button. The like button will push my videos out to a broader public for other people that's interested in stocks and possibly OTCs. And so they will be aware that I've got videos out there. And hopefully they'll be interested in my content. So hopefully this has been helpful for anybody that's got that email. You may not have received one yet. Expect one from your brokerage, though. This is a requirement that the SEC is going to enforce. So I felt that it was important. Again, I received this today at 12:46. Right there, right, almost at the end of lunch was when I got this email from E-Trade. Okay, and I'm sure a lot of other people have. They may not have understood what it was, so that's why I wanted to create the video and talk about this. So anyway, that's where we're at. I hope you're having a good week. Please trade smart, trade scared. Do not invest any money that you cannot stand to lose, because you can definitely lose money in the stock market. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I work another job. This is not the only thing I do. I'm an IT person, so forgive me. But yes, I do not want you guys to lose any money. Hopefully you have a profitable week. I hope the rest of the week is profitable. But again, be cautious about your investing. Watch these OTCs, because again, you can lose money faster than you can make money in OTC. But you can make money in OTC stocks. There's a lot of good stocks out there to invest in. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good night, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.